my name's Amanda Rosenberg. I'm Business Development Manager for mobile at Google, managing the EMEA markets. What I'm going to talk to you about is how you can leverage your business using mobile through Google. So I'm going to first start off with some definitions. So at Google, we are more focused on high-end devices, and by that we mean devices with full HTML browsers. So that means Palm Pre, iPhone, and Android. We class every single other phone as WAP currently. So that is Nokia, LG, Blackberries. Those are what we deem WAP. Now we're going to go into some golden rules of optimizing. How do you create an effective mobile campaign in AdWords? First rule, separate out your campaigns. All the ad formats that I just showed you will not work unless you have a separate mobile campaign. That way you can do three things. You can control your budgets and bid more effectively if you have a separate mobile campaign. Again, for people who don't know what I'm talking about, if you separate out a mobile campaign and just check the box that says mobile phones with mobile high-end devices, that is a separate mobile campaign. So you have more control over bids and budgeting. Relevant messaging, the M&S example, the Holiday Inn example, you can only do that if you have a separate mobile campaign. And three, better targeting. So again, if you wanted to do carrier targeting or specific device targeting, do that within a separate mobile campaign. It's very, very easy to do. Those of you who manage AdWords campaigns know that just creating a campaign is easy to do, and you'll understand the return you're getting from mobile better. And it works. So this is kind of analysis we run on those people who actually have separated out mobile campaigns versus those who don't. And what we see is that they have a 43% higher conversion rate, an 80% higher click-through rate, mainly because of their relevant messaging that they're putting in, and 15% less CPA. Now that is pretty powerful. If I told you right now that you could get a 43% increase in conversion rate on your desktop, you would have all left by now and gone and done it. And it shouldn't be any different for mobile. Number two, keyword lists. So if you have a separate mobile campaign, you can also now target customers from keywords that they are actually typing in, search terms they're typing in. So another analysis kind of thing that we ran internally is that people with smartphone devices normally type in about 3 words per query or less. People with WAP devices, it's normally about 2. So what we recommend when you're developing a separate mobile campaign is to keep your keywords to 3 words or less, just initially to start off with. Number 3, I've talked about this twice now, and I'm very aware that I am repeating myself, but creating compelling ad text is very, very key. So I'm just going to give you a little comparison. So over here we've got desktop search, we've got 2 desktop ads. And they're perfectly fine desktop ads. But when you think about what a mobile user wants to see, how busy they are, they're on the go, they're looking for you, they're looking locally for you. Think about what kind of messaging works well. So for the restaurant one, fine dining for any occasion, call us now to reserve a table. It has the click to call there, it has the location extension there. I mean, you know from yourselves, just by looking at that as a mobile user, you'd click on that more than you click on that. Also, villas in Spain. Again, hundreds of villas to choose from, discount for online bookings. Great desktop ad. For a mobile user, hundreds of villas to choose from, search easily on our mobile site. That's pretty powerful. I want something, I'm a mobile user, I'm a straw poll of one, but I'm sure there are people who agree with me in this room that when I'm looking on my phone, sometimes I am busy and I want the easiest and quickest solution. And that to me seems like that. So always remember to include relevant messaging. Bidding and budgeting, number 4. So we recommend when you're starting off with a new mobile campaign to initially bid quite competitively to be able to get kind of those first 2 spots. There are a total of 5 ad spots on mobile as opposed to the 11 on desktop, which Luke is now going to demonstrate. there's the 2 at the top, and if he scrolls down, there we go, there's the 3 at the bottom.
It's a long scroll. It's a long scroll.
It is a long scroll, thank you, Luke. But yeah, so that's what we normally suggest. Number 5, tracking your performance. So if you have a separate mobile campaign, you'd be able to look into AdWords and just see the performance there. If you don't have, I know there are a lot of words on this slide. I think these slides are going to be sent out, or you'll be able to receive them, so don't try and kind of read it all at once. Again, if you don't have a separate mobile campaign, you can still track the performance on mobile. It's not going to be as beneficial, and it's still slightly a bit complex, but you can do it. So with hybrid campaigns, those that aren't separated out, you can separate or segment by device, which will allow you then to see inline reporting in AdWords there. So if you're in your campaign, you select segment by device, and it comes up down here at the bottom. So you'll have a line for computers, or you're getting from your desktop, and then a line for mobile devices. So you'll see exactly what you're getting from just mobile. This is really good for when you're choosing which kind of campaign you want to test for mobile. So you go in there, run these reports, you see that lock service, or whichever campaign is there, is doing pretty well on mobile. And you think, I'm going to test that out. I'll separate it out and give it a test. At the end of the day, it's all about testing and learning from mobile. Again, if you want to track your click-to-call, if you've implemented it, the Ad Extensions tab will allow you to see that. So you've got the number there, you've got the campaign name, and all the relevant metrics that you see in AdWords. Also, you can use Google Analytics, which is a free tool that we use. So this is something if you want to understand how users are interacting with maybe your apps, what kind of traffic's coming through to your site from which devices. This is a great free tool that you can implement. It's very, very easy, which allows you to see all this kind of data. I think this might be one of the last rules, is optimize your mobile website. Now, a lot of clients come up to me and say, oh, we just want to build an app. And I kind of think, oh, why do you want to build an app? And they say, oh, because our competitors are building apps, so we need an app. And whilst that's okay, if that fits in with your strategy, that's fine. But don't just build one because you want to build one. Whilst I find that apps are really, really great for brand awareness and customer retention, the browser is going to become more and more powerful. And developing a mobile website, a mobile-specific website, will allow you to acquire new customers and retain those old customers as well. So this is a kind of an example from New York Times. So you can see at the far there, New York Times, that's just the desktop page that's just on a mobile site. Here in the middle is their optimized landing page. And here on the side is their iPhone app. So not too much difference actually between the mobile site and the iPhone app, but there is a lot of difference between those two and the full New York Times page. As you can see, it's all spread out. You probably have to pinch to zoom. It's a bit complicated. This is much, much clearer. So these are 11 tips for optimizing your mobile website. We have 4 key principles at Google when it comes to mobile. So the first one is be clear. Now, I don't want to kind of stand here and teach you all to suck eggs, but again, being clear with a mobile strategy is very, very important because you have things like apps, you've got a mobile website, you've got search, you've got display, you've got a lot of things. Get it out in the open, clarify what you want to do. It's going to make it a whole lot easier. Be ready. So when we say be ready, again, is your business, is your website ready for this mobile growth? Be found, optimize your campaigns, adopt the best practices that I've been talking about, and be smart. Track the performance, and above all, just test it. Give it a test, learn from the results. You know how to track it now, and that's going to be the most important thing. Thank you very much.